Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Erlin Dwi Meiningrum. I am from ASEAN 19. Now I will read a text entitled Economic, Social and Cultural Life of the ASEAN Community. And the first is Geographical Condition of Southeast Asia. Geographically, Southeast Asia is located between three waters, namely the Indian Ocean and the Bay of Bengal in the western part, South China Sea to the north, and the Pacific Ocean to the east. Meanwhile, based on the shape of the plains, the Southeast Asian plains are divided into two main lands, namely the peninsula and the group of islands. The mainland of the peninsula include Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, and the western part of Malaysia. Meanwhile, land in the form of an archipelago include the Philippines, Indonesia, Eastern Malaysia, Singapore, and Brunei Darussalam. This geographical condition causes differences in the economic, social, and cultural life of each country in Southeast Asia. The second, I will read this country. It is Brunei Darussalam. Brunei Darussalam. This country is famous for its natural resources in the form of oil and natural gas. Brunei is a country in Southeast Asia that has the highest per capita income due to its natural gas. Air Village is a floating village in Brunei Darussalam. In 1400, Kampung Air was once the center of government. Today, many residents have private boats and are kept under their floating houses. Brunei's culture is heavily influenced by Islamic teachings. The majority of the population is Malay. The word Brunei comes from the word Nahbaru, which was pronounced by Awang Alak Betatar, the founder of this country. The word Darussalam means place of peace or house of security. In conversation, pointing with your index finger is considered rude. Traditionally, Bruneians didn't shake hands with the opposite sex. Taking off shoes is a common habit of Bruneians before entering someone else's house. The last one, I will read this country. It is Singapore. Singapore is the most developed country in the ASEAN region. Singapore has a very strategic location. Currently, Singapore is the busiest transit country in Asia. Singapore has a national emblem, namely the Merlion. The Merlion is a statue with the head of a lion and the body of a fish. According to myth, Singapore was once a fish village. This village is named Temasek, which comes from the Javanese language, which means ocean. Singapore comes from the Sanskrit word which means the city of the lion. Singaporeans comes from China, Malays, India, and Europe. Kaum Baba is a term for Chinese Malay descent. Singapore has four official languages, namely Malay, Mandarin, English, and Tamil. Singapore society has a culture of walking. About 80% of the people choose to walk everywhere. This is because the price of vehicle, namely cars and fuel, is very expensive. Chili crabs are a very popular food for the people of Singapore. Thank you for your attention. Dadah.